Hello, it's Dominique. Today I am making a tutorial. Okay, never made a tutorial before. I'm trying it. I've thought about it for some time. I didn't want to get like a long process of making a book and making a tutorial and taking forever to upload it on YouTube. So I decided maybe what I could do is make like small little videos that would explain different techniques. But first of all, the reason I'm doing this is to um, show you how you can create your own, that you don't have to buy tutorials or check tutorials on YouTube, like how to make from A to Z one album that is already created. Like you need to create your own. And also not buying kits, like you design, you say, okay, maybe I should use this kind of ribbon, maybe I should use this paper, kind of creating as you go. That's what I usually do when I make my albums. So what we'll be doing is I'll be showing you how to create, but also giving you tips of things that you can do as you go, how you're going to create on this page because it's this size and you got this kind of paper and everything. And so that's pretty much what we'll be doing, and also some techniques on easy to make interactions in the album. So what I will be doing in this tutorial is a flip album. Like this is one example. This is not the one we'll be doing. Like you have the one cover here. It opens like this. You have the one spine, and then but we're gonna have like 2 pages attached to the spine. Like this one here has 2 pages that flip, and then you have the 2 covers where you're going to have interactions on each cover. So either it's with like a page like this with a magnet, and then you have a little ribbon, and then you open it like this, and you have all sorts of pockets, or this 9 face page we'll be doing for sure. So how to get your gussets right so that it's nice and flat. And I will be talking to you about my stack and fold hinge system that I've created for my hinges. And I made a list of the things that we'll be doing, the little tutorials I will be making with you, and as I go making the tutorial I'll show you why I do this and why I didn't do that and don't do this and I prefer you do that, because it's, kind of. So we'll be making a file. We'll be making a 3 ribbon belly band that I always have. Like I pretty much always have one. This is one of them. Like you have 3 ribbons, how to cross them, how to glue them behind, how to get everything ready before you glue it on the page. We'll be doing a 2 pocket page with bands inside in the middle. I don't have any example for that, but you'll see. Also how to put the fabric here on your spines, how to put the ribbons for the closure, when to do what in which different stages that should be in one certain order. Also we'll be making a waterfall. I will not be making the waterfall cascade because it takes a long time. You have to check and redo and redo, and it's a big one, so I'm just going to do regular waterfall with 3-4 pages. Making a pocket page, like the pages that that they are pocket, and you can put a large photo mat in them. And also making a 3 cover flip binder. Well, that's what I told you before. Making a 3 card belly band. I don't have any here, they're all sold out, but we're gonna make one. The 9 face page, like I told you before. How we use magnets. I'll show you 3 different magnets that I use. Also making a 4 pocket page, like when you have a page, let me show you, like here you have 2 of them. So how you make them with a little band, a strip of contrasting paper. So we'll be doing maybe 3 or 4 of them. I mean, on the same page. Also a plate on the cover, like how to cover something with on chipboard, like cover paper, and then put a little something underneath, and then have a plate to put either a sentiment or something. Like very often I make cross stitches that I glue there. So I probably will not do that right now, but on this one, but also at least how to make the plate, because there's a certain way that I always say, like I put another piece of chipboard so it's not bouncy and everything, so you'll know how to make that. So that will be it. And also I want to start with showing you how to pick your papers, because you have to be inspired in order to be able to create. So what I do is I really have criterias that I have to reach on my choice of papers. So first of all, the style, of course. If you don't like pink, if you don't like vintage, if you want like blue and sparkly things like that, you go along with your taste, of course, because the whole point of that is to be able to pick something that will inspire you, and then it'll be fun to make. Because sometimes I've bought some papers online, I didn't check enough, and also I'm learning because this is my fourth season that I'm making scrapbooking. I just started 3 years ago, and I just sometimes, oh, I like this paper, I buy them, but I didn't really check to see the options of what you can do with them. So that's what I've changed. So that's why my criteria are very different from when I started. So like these are the kind of papers that I like. Not so much the pink, but lots of people like them. So because I have to sell them, so I have to go along with what people like as well. And I like when they have different colors. So you can go with like this one here. You see, there's this green here. They have lots of paper that have this that goes with this, and then other papers that are like this too. And then they have this green here, like you see here. You have this green here that's like this, but you also have the green like the other green. So that's something that's interesting, because then you can have like different color pages or different schemes pages. So this is one I really like. I like you to have your small patterns, because you don't want to have busy or layouts throughout the book, because then it's hard to cut into them to make pockets and everything. So it's nice to have some layouts. And then you can create or make a belly band or something so that you don't hide it. And it's nice to have papers that have smaller patterns. This is something I really like too, when you have the same patterns but in 6x6s in the same paper collection. That's very nice. And also these are very important because you can use them for the plate on the top. You can use one of them, and then you kind of build around them to enhance them pretty much. So this is very important. When they have cards, I like it. When they have borders, this one doesn't have that many. They don't have any borders. They don't have cards, but you can make them with the 6x6s. But anyways, that's the one I'm gonna be making, because I have quite a few, and every time I make something with them, they really sell fast, and they're fun to play with as well. So this is my first video. They will pretty much all be short videos, and so that you don't have to sit there for half an hour and watch and then see if you want to do it or not. So it's not a process of you making the same album. It's just to show you how to get inspired and how to create. So that's what I'll be doing in this series. So I'll be working on the first tutorial video next time. I'll be talking about chipboard and how to make the binder and use the fabric, and how to check for the paper to make your, like, the base of the album. So we'll be doing that next time. So until then, bye bye.